I'm 19 and still live with my mother. I've tried looking for good jobs to move out, but she insisted that I stay with her until I'm ready and until I finish college. I ended up getting a little full-time job anyway while I was a part-time student, just to at least get used to it. Anyway, my mother is a generally nice person and tries to help people any way she can. But sometimes she doesn't know when to tell people to stop or tell people no. This all started in March of this year when my mom, I'll call her M if needed, noticed her grandchild living out of a hotel. My mom was really upset that their mother, I'll call her BM, would allow this to even happen, and she decided she wanted them to live with her. To add, my mom told BM that she had 3 months to at least get a decent job and start looking for places to stay. So BM decided that she would stay and began staying with us. It first started when BM would leave random throughout the day and wouldn't come back until late at night. She would leave her children, she has 6 in all, 2 are from her current relationship, and would not tell anyone. I let it slide at first because I do love playing and spending time with my nieces and nephew. But then it would be times where she'd leave for the whole night and won't come back until morning. And if anyone knows anything about kids, it's that they love waking up early in the morning. So even before they would have to be at school, they'd be up and waiting. Now even this wasn't a problem because they were in school. But on the weekends, they would wake up and want something to eat or want to play. Now again, I wouldn't have a problem with this, but on some weekends I would sleep in from working long shifts the week before. So having children who aren't yours burst into your room at the crack of dawn really started to make me irritated. But onto the situation that made me snap. This was in May, around the second to last week. It was the oldest 2 kids' last day of school, first in kindergarten, and I got up wondering why their mom wasn't there getting them ready like usual. It was already way past 8, here school opens at 7:45, and they would usually be up before 7:30 to get ready. At first I thought maybe they would be late, but after they started waking up and 9 rolled around, I just assumed that BM wasn't coming. So I just let them eat, gave them a bath and let them do their own thing. Now the kids aren't like toddlers, the youngest 2 are 4, but they do need someone to watch them and at least be there when they are hungry. And somehow I was always the one who got left with them and had to be the adult in charge. So on that day, I got fed up and told BM that she needed to come and get her children. I sent the message thinking that she'd at least tell me why she wasn't there, but she didn't. She got upset and said that they live there and that she doesn't need to come get them. Another thing to note is that at times, she would take them and stay with her current boyfriend and stay the night. But they would always end back up at my mom's house. So I guess she assumed that I meant to come get and take them, but I meant that she needed to come get and take care of them. After she responded I didn't really say anything, just let her type and explain nothing. But even then, she still didn't come until late that night. While there, I heard her yelling and cursing at someone, so I guess she was upset before she came. But after getting off the phone, she went into the extra room and began tossing bags of clothes on the floor. Another major thing to add was that my oldest nephew, same age as me, was staying there as well. He was also an automatic caregiver when BM would leave or when I'd have to be gone for work. But back to the situation. I got up to see what was going on and she just snapped on me. She called me a stupid dumbass and told me that I didn't have to do anything for her kids. I got called a dumb bitch, told I never even did anything for her kids, and she even threatened me. I was not surprised, she always has a temper, but she never talked to me that way. I just told her that she only needed to talk to me like that once and I just got quiet. At this time my mom began to wake up and told her to stop all the yelling so she can sleep. And I got upset because I was sure she heard what BM had just said, but I just went to my room while BM was still talking. Eventually things got heated again after my nephew began to take up for me and also say he was tired too. Again she began yelling at him and calling him all sorts of names. Telling him that the kids lived here and that no one was told to watch them. I just stayed in my room and left it, while she left again, this time leaving her other 2 children there, 1 and 8 months. The morning after, I was called into my mother's room to talk. BM was already there, acting like she did no wrong and even tried to seem innocent by not saying anything. Then my mother told me that I was in the wrong for telling BM to get her children. I was confused but asked how, and she said the same thing BM said, that no one needed anyone to watch the kids. This time I was shocked and asked why. And then she went on about how when I was younger she would leave me and my siblings like that and that it wasn't a big deal. And that made me laugh, because even if she did that, I still didn't like it. She then began to say how we were all family and that we should want to look out for each other, and I reminded her that BM wasn't family, her kids were. That tipped her off and she began to yell at me, saying that we all had things going on and that we were all no better than the other. While this is happening BM is still trying to seem respectful, staying quiet and just fiddling about. At that point I just left to contemplate what happened. And now I'm asking, Ida for telling BM that she needed to come get her children? I know this situation doesn't sound too crazy, but I just wanted some input, especially since my mom was so actively on BM's side and disregarded everything that was said to me. Sorry the story is all over the place, I'm horrible at writing out real life situations, I hope that it makes enough sense. Edit. I don't think many of you understand how hard it is to afford a house, let alone an apartment in the US. There was even one person who just disregarded the whole situation and just said move out cause it's not my house. I've helped my mom pay bills on multiple occasions, so the house is just as much mine as any other person who's invited to stay there. I'm already in action of looking for places and finding a better paying job. I just wanted to confirm that this situation isn't something that should be swept under the rug.